To you who saw me dance Tuesday night at the concert at the Central Bandshell, WQXR was broadcasting it. I was dancing. You might have wondered who the heck this guy is. If you have any training, if you're a person with an eye toward professional dancers, it would be very clear to you that not only am I not a professional dancer, but I have no training whatsoever, other than going to some contra dances and trying to remember what they say, and taking one lesson with my sister in two-step, Texas two-step or whatever it's called. A couple of other abortive attempts at younger periods of my life. And you might have noticed that I also didn't know the music. I was just kind of figuring it out as I go. You might have wondered, well, what the heck, why is he doing this? Well, this is something we do in OHAMC, O-H-A-M-C. It's the abbreviation. We like to say that because it's a little hard to always say our hearts and minds community. We tend to shy away from poster aphorisms. But the little man with the round glasses and the loincloth was not thinking of a poster when he said that each of us, including himself, can be the change we wish to see in the world. For that is how revolution happens. It happens within our own heart. It happens when we feel love and gratitude and wonder about being alive here and now. And when we feel that our hearts know the difference between good things that help, things that build up, and things that get in our way, get in our own way, get in other people's way. That we all recognize that we have habits born of a lifetime of living within a world in which there's a lot of destructive myths that masquerade as truth. And that if we listen to our heart, we can tell the difference. So when we go out and love life in front of people, when we let our hearts guide us completely and without concern about rules of social decency, are ones that we believe we must be sensitive to. And that rules is a lousy word, because the idea of rules is that they're promulgated by people. I think if we're going to talk about rules, they need to come from within or from above. Some of us think about that which made us, he who made us, she who made us, whatever it is. We look to that and kind of think of it as above us. Others of us say that, well, whatever there is above us has put inside of us the means to understand at a basic level, not necessarily the brain to really to know what's right, what the right course of action is at any given moment in time. No, that's our brains, which are unbelievably fantastic, amazing, so much better than machines will ever be, even though machines might be far superior at all sorts of computational things and remembering things, keeping track of things. Our brains will always have things that machines don't. But our brains can get mixed up. Now let me change from brain to mind. Our minds can get mixed up. Our hearts, which, I'm speaking metaphorically, because our hearts, when we talk about our hearts, we don't mean that which happens to be pumping blood throughout the body. Certainly a very important thing to do. The most important muscle in our body, by far. But that which we talk about, our hearts, are that understanding that we feel. It feels like it's coming from our hearts. That's in our mind. That's it. Our brain is doing that too. Our brain, which actually extends throughout our entire body. Every nerve we have, every nerve cell is connected as an extension of our brain. So I don't know why I felt it necessary to go into those distinctions. I guess it's the science, the person that's conscious of scientific views, which I am very much in sync with. I think science is an unbelievable. Forget the unbelievable. Believe. That word, believe. Do you believe in evolution? Wait, we're not talking about believing. Evolution is not something you believe in. If there's something to believe in, it's that we actually have the ability to pool our understanding around the things that can be observed and quantified. And there's a lot in the world that can be. And I think it's very appropriate to do so. Those things, well, our brains are good at that. And do I believe that our brains are capable of seeing beyond what's right in front of our eyes? Yeah, I really do. I really do. And that's why evolution is something that if you're talking about where's my belief is that people following a scientific method are not perfect, but actually are doing something that makes sense. And I believe in that. I believe that it makes sense. And I don't believe that taking something from a book that was written at whatever by some perhaps extraordinarily wise people and led perhaps by a son of God. Now, other people might not like what I'm saying, but of course Jesus is the Son of God, the Son of the Creator, and as am I. Everybody else is either a son or a daughter of God. Unless you want to say, well, it's this man, and no, it's the father. He injected sperm into my mother, and she allowed it to happen, so they're my creators. No, they were just having fun. Boys and girls just want to have fun, And something way beyond our little midnight escapades or in the back of the car or whatever, something much more beyond that is what made me and you. So I'm going to shut up for now. I just wanted to let you know why I was there, and I don't think I did a very good job. But it's an introduction. There's more to be said. Tune in again.